the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on last year's national champions, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So South Alabama's offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly complete. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Broncos offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got his man all by himself. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, that's a really nice job executing by this offense. Third down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a first and goal for this offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Jaguars will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dumps it to the back. The throw to the outside is complete. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Bates. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Bates. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. Back's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown Broncos! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Jaguars moving quickly to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Kick is in the air. Boise State ready to send out that offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, out of space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Riley. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through 1 tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Snagged in the middle. It's Bates. Snowed under by the defense.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Daniels. They're setting up the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now adjusting. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air, throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll move the wide receiver. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The sure hands, it's Graham. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Jaguars will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He leaves it with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass, it's Daniels. That's caught, it's Gaines.
Well, this defense is used to seeing this fullback just slam up on in there trying to block people. Now you release him out of the backfield to see if you can catch the defense off guard.
The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the fullback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Dupree. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Broncos are flying down the field. He's got two. On the ground, it's Riley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wagner. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And we've got our eyes on everything going on in football, including this gem from Alabama and Tennessee. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about...
Touchdown Broncos! Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run, it's Curry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Jaguars will punt it away on 4th down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the returner goes down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of, and maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
The Jaguars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Jaguars getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Jaguars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Jaguars are in the hurry up. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Took a shot as he threw. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. The Jaguars will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Hauls it in. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He's got it. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now from the 2-yard line after the incompletion, it's 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 10 over the Groupers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on 2nd down. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And the Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Trying to set up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Graham. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Jaguars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, that one goes incomplete, and certainly the quarterback can help his receiver out a little bit by trying to slow him down or make a more accurate throw, but that didn't have a shot at staying in bounds.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Finds his tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
Might be changing the route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Boise State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown in the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the right side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The Jaguars decide to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Makes the grab. It's Bates. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. To throw, it's Daniels. Got it in the middle, it's Wagner. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Going up top again. Got his man. Turning it on. Touchdown Broncos. A great catch and run for 6.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun to give to the back. Lots of running room. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Hollins. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Steps away to find some room. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they swarm him under.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
He's got it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Broncos, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Broncos are threatening on first and goal. Here's the pressure. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
To the air, it's Daniels. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's third and goal. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Turning on the Jets. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll run it from the gun. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the ground with the counter. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Back to throw, it's Hollins. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And unfortunately, that's what we've seen from this offense all game long. They got 3 points. They haven't been able to put drives together. Down late, needed to score some points. The turnover, this one is over.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.